Hey everybody, it's Randall Muffins, and today I wanted to walk you through some of the pickups that I made recently. This is April's Mail Day. So I've been doing a pretty good job of documenting my box openings, but one thing that I haven't done lately is any updates on things I've picked up outside of that. Card shows, local stores, eBay buys. So today I just want to show some of the items I picked up in the last 4 to 6 weeks. Just kind of some random stuff. So the first thing right now, one set that I'm trying to complete is the Celebrations Classic Collection. I have all the cards except the Charizard. I had a PSA 10 Charizard and I sold it a few years ago because I got what at the time seemed like way more money than it was worth. And whoopsie, it's worth way more now. So in order to complete the set, I'm going to have to spend a lot of money to chase down that Charizard. But I've been slowly replacing 9s with 10s. So these are some that I bought lately. The Clay Doll and a PSA 10. And then, so this wasn't a replacement. This was the last card besides the Charizard that I needed. And I was able to find it in a 10. I spent a long time looking for a copy that was, under $50. I just couldn't find one. So I bit the bullet and I paid, I think, 60 or 65 on eBay for Rockets Admin. And then I did pick up the Umbreon recently, raw, at a local store. They had a raw copy that I thought looked at least worthy to send to grade, possibly a 10. So we'll give that a shot. But so I'll eventually get around to getting the Charizard in a 10, but it's going to be a little bit. The next kind of collection I'm trying to put together or set are the break cards from the XY era, the last few sets. Breakpoint, Breakthrough, Face Collide, Steam Siege, and Evolutions had a few. And then there were some promo cards. There's 35 break cards in total. So I picked up this Arcanine lately. It's Black Star Promo XY 180. These are really hard to find graded. And they're pretty hard to find in real good shape too. So I think this copy is probably an 8, maybe even a 7. But just to make sure that I was able to get a copy, I just went ahead and bought one off eBay. I think this one was $15, so not too bad. I did pick up the Delphox break from Fates Collide in a 10. The Omastar break, also from Fates Collide, in a 10. And then this one I paid a little bit more for, but it was really interesting to me and kind of unique. So this is the Chestnut break from Breakthrough, card number 12 in a 10. But this one is the inverted back error. So you see, compared to the Omastar, the correct orientation has the name of the card, like the header of the card on the left. And then when you flip the card over, it's supposed to be like this, right side up, the back. But a few of them are upside down. So if you were to make the back match, then the card would be backwards, or the front would be on the wrong side. So this is the inverted back error in a PSA 10. This is a Pop 1 card. There are no other PSA 10s. I think there was either 1 9 or 2 9s. And the 9 was on eBay for like over $1,000. I picked this one up. I won an auction for about 300, maybe a little over 300. So if the 9 is worth 1,000, I think the 10 is probably worth obviously more than that. So I will put this in my display with the rest of the break cards for now. And then at some point, well, I've already got it up on eBay. I'll try to field some offers. If I don't get any offers that really speak to me, then this will be my copy of the Chestnut Break that's in my break collection. But if somebody wants it real bad, they can pay me for it. And I will use those funds to flesh out the rest of the collection. I have 22 of the 35 or so that I still need to send to grade. So this Arcanine will go with those. I've had the other 20 whatever since I was opening those sets. Some of them are in pretty close to gem mint shape, and some of them are probably 7s or 8s. A couple of them were binder copies when I kept collections in binders, so we'll just have to see. You'll see those break cards come up in some of my PSA submission videos upcoming. And then I'm always on the lookout for my guy Raichu. I have been trying to put together as close as I can to an English master set. I'm still very far away. There's hundreds and hundreds of cards that would be in the master set, including promos and reverse holos, stuff like that. But I have made a few pickups lately with the cash flow that I've had from some of the bigger sales. I've talked about the sales in a couple other videos as well. So this is the base set Shadowless Raichu in a PSA 5. So there's 4 printings that are acknowledged on PSA labels from the base set. There's the first edition print run, the Shadowless print run, which this one is, which the way that you can tell Shadowless cards from the unlimited cards is there's no shadow here on the right side of the frame where the Pokemon is. In the unlimited print run, which is the most common print run, there's like a little shadow on that side. And that followed the cards into other sets as well. You could actually, I'll show you on, this is the Evolutions Raichu. You can see kind of that shadow here on the right. So this Shadowless version in a PSA 5. The Shadowless cards are hard to find in good grades. I saw this copy. It wasn't super cheap, but it was still under $100, so I went ahead and got it. I've been wanting a Shadowless for a while. This is the 2001 Jasmine's Raichu in Japanese. The English version of this card is my Pokemon Grail. I would absolutely love to someday have an English version of Jasmine's Raichu. There are only 5 copies graded by PSA. I think there might be 110, maybe 19, but there's only 5 known to exist that have been graded. So it's going to take me a long time to find one. It's going to be really expensive if I ever do, but if I could snap my fingers and own a Pokemon card, it would be the English version of Jasmine's Raichu. This one is a Cracked Ice foil from Pop Series 9 in 2009. PSA 7. Some of these older cards are really, really hard to find in a tin, and if you find them, they're thousands and thousands of dollars. So I'm using what I think is the most frugal approach to at least getting the card in my collection, and then maybe someday I'll upgrade. I've done that with a couple other cards the past few years. So this one's a 7. Next is the 2023 Classic Collection Raichu in a PSA 10. I really like the hollow pattern on this. I wish that they had gone with the base set artwork for the Classic Collection, but This artwork was first used in Sword and Shield base, I think, and it's cool too. And like I said, I really like that foil pattern. I don't think that Pokemon has used that pattern in any other product, just the Classic Collection. So happy to get that one in a 10. And then 2010. These are kind of out of order from the years. I think they're in the order I bought them. 2010 Heart Gold and Soul Silver. This is the cracked ice version. And again, this one's in a 7. PSA 10s of this. I don't think I even have found one. I have one marked on eBay. And I don't know. No clue how expensive it would be if I could find one. So I'll put the 7 in my case for now. And then maybe someday I'll upgrade. Maybe not. We'll just see. So these are some of my Raichu collection pickups. I did make an NWSL pickup in the last few weeks. This is the Project Purple foil cracked ice, number to 5. So this is the Aaron Wright, number 1 of 5. And I really wanted this card because I have the 1 of 1. I have the Onyx number to 2. So this completes a rainbow of one of my favorite players and the captain of Racing Louisville. And I just love cracked ice. I mean, you saw the 2 Raichus that I picked up that were the cracked ice foils. So I really like that finish on a card. I have a few basketball cards that are cracked ice. I have a few baseball cards, I think, that are cracked ice. So I just really like that finish. And it is a extra bonus for me that this completes a rainbow of the captain. So I'm happy about that. And then I showed this one earlier, but this is just the non-hollow version of Evolution's Raichu. I think this was exclusive to the theme deck. I have this card in a PSA 10, but I ordered a few raw copies. A buddy of mine that owns Collector's Edition in Plano, Texas, Steven. The last time I was in there, I have a few cards on consignment there, so I pop in every once in a while to see what's going on, to cash out from anything that's sold. And Steven was showing me this binder that he's got of some of his buddies, fellow collectors, and favorite customers that he has that have all signed a card that's meaningful to them and put it in the binder. And he asked me to sign a card to go in a spot in his collection binder. So I got these because this is my favorite Pokemon, and I like the Evolution set. I have this card in a 10. I have the hollow version in a 10, which is a Pop 19. And so this is one of my favorite cards. So Steven, buddy, I wanted to sign this for you. And this is the first time anybody has ever asked me to sign a card. So it's Randall Muffin's first ever auto. So that's for Steven. I'll bring it to you next time I'm in your shop. Should be this weekend. Might even be before this video airs on YouTube. In fact, I'm pretty sure it will be. But yeah, so these are a few of my favorite things. And if I wouldn't have copyright issues, I would play that song over this. That'd be a good thumbnail photo, don't you think? Would it spoil it? If I show this in the thumbnail, would that spoil what I bought? I have to think about that. You know the answer to that. I have no clue. I have to noodle on it. But just wanted to share that. Thanks for watching.